Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tintin57 and this is On The Road. Now I'm gonna tell you I quite enjoyed that live stream on Monday that we did for On The Road. Thanks to all those that joined me. If you didn't make it and you want to watch that, the replay is available. I'll put a little link to that now up in the top corner so you can find that. And what I did was I reached level 5, so I was able to buy a new truck. So I gave the small Scania that I was driving, the small box truck, to a new driver. Excuse me. I bought this Scania and hooked it up to our livestock trailer that we already had in the game. And of course, now that I updated the company livery, we have this lovely livery on the side of the livestock transporter. So off stream I just drove it up to, this is I think we're in Dortmund. Am I in Dortmund? Yeah, this is Dortmund. So this is the livestock area of Dortmund, and I've set up a job here that first will take us from Dortmund up to Hannover, and then from Hannover up to Bremen. So you can see it's quite a distance. Stage 1 is the green there, takes us to Hannover, and then the pink will then see us carry on to Bremen. So I'll probably just run the first leg. I think that's going to be long enough today, just for one video. If you were with me on the live stream last time, you know we came from Kassel, which is where my base is. We came up here to Dortmund, did some deliveries. We've got, that's the new driver, Martin Potts. He's my new driver. He's pottering about, no pun intended, around Duisburg. But today, I thought, you know, I haven't been in the livestock trailer for quite some time. So I thought, you know, let me fire this up, because we can take quite a bit of cargo here. We can get paid doing this. Love how that livery is reflecting the light there. Anyway, enough of that. What we need to do is we need to get everything started up. So let's do the ignition. We of course need the tachograph. We can't go anywhere without that. Let's put the card in. We need to change that and accept. So we've got 7 hours 45 driving mode, 226, just over 226 kilometers up to Hannover. Let me check the seat adjustment, make sure that's right for us. Don't think we need lights yet. We're okay. So all the pigs are on board already, and we're pretty much just ready to go. So let's make a start. Sounds like it's stepping through the gears, this truck. So, as you know, I've been riding in the box, the small box truck for some time. I wanted to get back to something where I can make a little bit more money, and oh, there's a bit of a traffic jam there, isn't there? Is this the AI again? Causing issues. I can't see what's causing it up there, but anyway, we're not going that way, fortunately. We're actually going left here. So let's do that. Oh, alright. Now they're all having a go at me. Got to negotiate. Look at that. Look, just look in the mirror. Got to negotiate just past his front end. Just did it. Without causing any damage. Okay. Let's carry on. After that little escapade. But yeah, there was another example there of the AI being weird. We saw a little bit of that on Monday during the stream. It was still quite surprising to me. We left the depot straight away on Monday. First thing we did, turn right out of the depot, after making some pickups, and there was a crash right on the crossroads. That was before we'd even started going anywhere, so I had some fun and games getting around that traffic jam because it was blocking the road, but we managed it in the end, so not to worry. Still no patch notes, by the way. I can't get a response at the moment from Aerosoft. If and when I do get that, we will go through the patch notes. A lot of you are contacting me asking if I know if the wheel support is working. I think it still works on the PS4, but I think that's about it. It didn't come in the patch like it said it was going to, so lots of questions on that. So this is the Tintin Trucking Company livery that we've got. €80,000 to do that. It's €80,000 no matter what livery you put on. But that's literally 5 minutes work to set that up, so I was quite pleased with that. If you've watched any of my videos, you know livery design is not really my thing. Not in On The Road, also not in Train Sim World 2, and anywhere else where there's liveries. I'm not that artistic, that's the problem. I would like to do it. I'll tell you what, there's some clever people on Train Sim World 2. They're recreating some very nice real world liveries. I'm not sure you're meant to create real world ones because of the licensing issue, but people are still doing it. So you'll see a couple of those in my series I've done on the channel for Creators Club, so you can check those out if you want to have a look. But 203 kilometers, we're on the motorway. This should take us the majority of the way. Looks as if one of our drivers, Daniel, has already finished his run. I did set up runs for our drivers prior to us starting this. And this is our turning. I must say we're doing in the 70s right now. The speed limit's 80. It does actually feel quite smooth, this one, after driving the box truck for so long. I'm calling it the box truck. I'm sure it's got an official name. But we're back to the long trailer again, which takes some skill when reversing. One of the reasons I switched to the smaller box truck again was so that I could get some deliveries in without having to really be that good or that skilled at reversing. However, the downside of that is that it's a very small truck and you can do a long run and not really make any money, so it's best to go for a bigger trailer if you can. If you've reached that level of skill, that is, to be able to manage it. It just takes a little bit of practice. It's not too difficult. You know I'm a novice. I mean, I'm only level 5. I think I got to level 10 with the PS4 version, but on the PS5 version I'm only level 5. Somebody was commenting on the live stream on Monday though that they thought that leveling up in this version seemed to take longer than it did previously. I was kind of thinking that, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure why they would do that, but it is possible. Just want those patch notes, really. There's a lot of interest in this game. Okay, the wheel support isn't in, which is upsetting quite a few people. But I wish we could get the patch notes, and people that are streaming the game like I am, who are interested in the game and want the game to do well, I just wish they'd give us the patch notes so that we can, you know, we can get them out there and we can discuss that. Keep the interest going. Because there quite often seems to be a long time between patches. So, you know, it's important to make sure that they are keeping everybody up to speed and interested, so that they don't put the game down and leave it and then forget about it and move on to the next thing. We don't want that to happen. Let's have a look outside. But you know, I'm not very good at steering in the outside cab view, although I do want to look at our new livery as much as possible. Oh, you see, getting a little bit wobbly now. Let's go back inside, just to be safe. $152. We've made short work actually of those first few kilometres. I'm trying to remember on the channel when we were last in Hannover. I think it was on one of our stops that we did previously. Just getting a little bit out of shape there. Oh, well, we're good. So we've got the cruise on, going about 76 kilometers per hour. I've mentioned before that when you go down a hill, it doesn't keep you. See that we're accelerating. It doesn't keep you at the speed you've got the cruise set to. It will creep. If you're going downhill, you'll get faster. Uphill, you'll get slightly slower, but on the flat, it's pretty good. Don't forget, when you're doing these livestock deliveries, the livestock depots tend to be on the outskirts of the cities rather than through the centre. You do quite often have to drive through the centre, but the parking can be slightly easier because the depots are a little bit bigger, as you would expect with livestock. So we'll see what happens when we get to Hannover. We have done livestock deliveries before, right at the beginning of my days playing this. You'll see it back on the channel in the playlist. I did quite a bit of this livestock deliveries. I'm saying livestock, it's pigs. There's only pigs. I wish you could do cattle or something else as well, but at the moment it's just pigs. But I'll still call it livestock. Did a lot of it at the beginning, and it was good for making some money very quickly, because you can fairly well load up on this. And this trailer as well, you get this trailer when you start a new game. This one's gifted to you. You can see we're going uphill and we're slowing down. So, you know, they tend to be longer runs doing this type of delivery. So it's a good one to start with if you're confident in the longer truck. Now we're way over speed. It'll flatten out down here, I'm not going to worry too much. Now on this flat bit we should get straight bit, we should get a good look outside. Let's try it. Just can't really get the whole side of the truck in the shot there, which is a shame. So I think right now on board we've got 4 contracts or jobs to deliver these pigs. We've got 2 going to each location. So we're pretty well loaded. We should get a fair bit of money for this. And you know, the aim is I want to level up as quick as possible. What I'm not sure about though is, and you guys can probably tell me in the comments, do you level up based on the money that you're making? Because when you complete a job you get 2 things: you get money and you get reputation. Is it the reputation that advances your level, or is it the money that you've made? I'm not quite sure on that. Because I know if you damage the truckload on the way there as well, you can also lose reputation. You can also lose reputation if you're setting up your jobs at the beginning and you overload your vehicle and you have to cancel one of your jobs. That also leads, I should say, to a small loss in reputation. So I'm just wondering if reputation is what levels you up. You guys let me know that, because I'm not sure. I can probably do some experimenting with that, but I'm sure there's you guys out there playing this a lot more than I am will know that straight away. But as for now, we're still making good time. 83 kilometers. It's not actually taking as long to get to Hannover as I thought it would. The nearly 230 kilometers we had at the beginning, we've well cut into that right now. Just gonna keep it straight with small adjustments on the left thumbstick. Can really hear the engine now straining up this hill. Drop the gear. Can hear the engine drop gears then to compensate for that. Let's have a quick look on the map, see where we are. So you can see we're not far to go to Hannover. And we'll do the delivery. We've actually got 3 deliveries at Hannover, and then we move on to Bremen. We've got 2 in Bremen. Quite a lot of weight there, isn't there, for these deliveries? So somebody's on the bacon tonight. So we saw that problem with the AI. Fortunately, so far, I haven't seen any problems with the AI on the motorway, because that could be a bit disastrous for us. We see since the patch though, there have been some strange things. So in the live stream on Monday, we passed one car that was on its roof like it was a normal thing. There was no evidence of any kind of collision. The thing was just sat on its roof. That was in the middle of Dortmund, I think, actually as we were leaving Dortmund. And there was actually, I think it was on the motorway, there was a red car on the hard shoulder facing the opposite way. I haven't got a clue how that got there either, but so there are some strange things going on. but so far today nothing that's stopping us making progress, and that's the main thing. I might live to regret that once we come off the motorway. There could be something blocking us, but let's not think that way. Let's just think it's going to be okay all the way there, because things are looking good so far. And in the hood it's showing 11 minutes past 8 at night, so it's still quite bright, isn't it, for this time of night? Just needs to keep straight, because it is nice to come outside and just have a look, but that's what happens. And now we've got a turning that we need to take. Hopefully there's nobody creeping up the side of us there. This is our exit. Quite a sweeping exit as well. Got to compensate for the length of the trailer. Having driven the box truck for so long, got to make sure I remember to do that. That sound is still cutting out on occasion as well, which we had before the patch. Sometimes the engine sounds just cut out, which is a bit unfortunate. It's not game breaking, it's just an annoyance, but I'd rather have that than something game breaking. That is the rear of the trailer hitting the barrier. I did take that bend a little bit too fast actually. I should have been more careful than that. But we've just got 37 kilometres, so we'll be there quite soon. Just going to put the cruise on again. I can concentrate just on the steering then. Still got 4 hours 34 until we need to take a rest, so no problems there. And this is the outskirts of Hannover now. So need to slow down a little bit. We've got a green light, so we're good. So this is what I mean. This is an example of coming through the city to be able to deliver the pigs. The depot we need to go to is on the other side of the city, so sometimes you come in at the right side for where the depot is already, but most of the time you've got to come across the centre of the city to actually get to where you need to be. So we will still get a good look at the cities themselves, as we have been doing with the other deliveries. And we just got a red light. Just 24.5 kilometres. Mentioned on Monday that Tourist Bus Sim, which is also published by Aerosoft, is coming to consoles at the moment, May the 12th. So I'm going to try and get hold of a copy of that. If I can get it earlier than release day, I'll certainly try and do that, and we'll take a look at that together, because I'm quite looking forward to that one. Fairly popular game on PC, so it's good that they're bringing it to consoles. There's definitely an audience for that on consoles, I would say. Town's quite quiet. 9 o'clock at night, pretty much. But it's fairly quiet. A few people going about the business on foot, but it's just not much road traffic. We are getting a lot of red lights though, despite that. But that's fine. So one of our other drivers has finished his work, Horst. Somebody commented, I think it was in the live stream, somebody commented that this game, it's fairly easy to make money. I would definitely agree with that. Yeah, it is. As I said before, if you pick the right truck, once you get a few drivers as well, you know, the drivers are all out there making money. I've said it before that I think having to sit there in the map and set up jobs for all your drivers isn't my most favourite task in the game. However, when you think how long that takes and how much money you can make from the drivers completing those jobs versus if you're having to do those jobs yourself, then actually it is worth your time. And if they are going to introduce more trailers and more trucks in future that you need to use your company money for, then yeah, you do need you're going to need plenty of money. I think a lot of us were hoping that this patch would bring in the tanker trailer and the new jobs for using to deliver bulk liquids, and that was meant to be in this patch, but we haven't seen it. So you know, I have no clue when that's going to come. But you know, you will obviously need money for that as well. So you just got to keep going, really. It is a good game, this. I don't mind it. A lot of people compare it to other trucking games, which is fine, but the only trucking game I've played on the console is Truck Driver, and I'm going to be honest with you, I couldn't wait to finish it and get the platinum, and then I left it. I actually sold it on eBay. I had the physical disc and I sold it on eBay. You can look how ridiculous it used to be. Have a look for the playlist on the channel. I remember timed missions where you had to break every speed limit going just to be able to complete the mission. There was one of those that I recorded, and I just put it on there for amusement, so you can go and find that and have a look. It's probably 18 months, 2 years old now, but it is on there just for posterity. When this came out, this was so much better than that. Let's turn into the depot. And this is Hannover, so we get to offload 2 sets of pigs here. And it's quite good timing actually, because it's just starting to get slightly darker, very, very slightly. 25 to 10 at night. Sun's going down, shadows are getting longer. So we just need to back this up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the lights on. Anyway. Because we really should when we're moving about a yard. And look at that livery in the mirror. Love it. Let's see what I can do. It's been a while since I've had to do much reversing in a truck with a trailer this size. once you nail it, you see I'm not quite straight there, once you nail it, then it's pretty good. This is where your steering settings really do come in, and those fine movements that you need with the controller. So I just need to turn that back in slightly. Don't know if I'm a little bit, I might end up hitting the wall slightly there, but let's have a look. Yeah, I'm slightly over the line, so there's no rush. We'll overdo this safely. This side, just check it out. So if I push the trailer slightly that way, and then swing it in. Can I swing it in from there? There we go, look at that. Now, those of you who watch this channel will know I'm not super proud about the way I park, as long as we turn green. The back of the trail is fairly straight, it's just the cab that isn't. So let's jump out. The pigs are getting agitated now, because they know what's going to happen. And the rain has just started. So we got 3 lots actually here to get rid of. It's getting harder to see. Let's get the back open. What we could do with like in Train Sim World 2 is when you're in this view, to have a torch that you can switch on, because the depot isn't lit. You know, really the depot's lit. It would be nice if lights came on this time of night, but it's actually quite dark. But the pigs are going in there. You can just about see them. So we'll wait for them to do that, and then we'll see how much money we're going to get paid. Quite a few of them. Just before we started, I put all 5 jobs on board. It took me a while to wait for all the pigs to get on. So this is the first one, €7,194. Yeah, so you see at the bottom, price final and reputation final. So is it the reputation that's moving my level up? Probably. So is that all of them? Nope, here comes the second lot. One of the crazy things is about this as well is that if I was dropping these pigs off now, I can actually now set up another job to go somewhere which collects pigs from here. So I actually deliver some and then pick some back up again. You should just leave them in the back of the truck. But it's just the way it works. So that's our second job done. This time we got €6,190, so probably a little bit less weight for that job. This should be the last one. So what have we made so far? Something in the region of 13,000 euro from those 2 deliveries. And there we got another 5,019 euros. So there you go. You see, you can make quite a bit of money. Now that level at the bottom has moved up a significant chunk there from what it was as well. So that's it for now. Let's close this up. Not that we can see much. Let's just check. We've got 2 deliveries to Bremen, which is what we thought. But for now, for this video, I think that's it. I think we did okay there. It was another good run, 230 kilometres. We managed to get here just as it was going dark and the rain started. So I think what I'll do is rest here for the night. Then I will carry on to Bremen with the rest of these pigs. And I shall see you on the next video. Take care everyone. Leave me a like. Leave me a sub if you've not subbed already. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.